Yeah, so this is Confessions of a Food Addict. I just want to get some things off my chest. I'm really finding it challenging to get on my game as far as getting this weight off of my body. I was 139 last week. I've gained a couple pounds this week. On Monday, February 13th, I ate a total of 3,379 calories. And then the day before that, I ate 2,741 calories. And I think that that's the main reason I gained the weight. Made some poor food choices. And you'll see when I give a update this coming Sunday or Monday. But yeah, this is the plate that I eat off of every day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, it's got to be on this or I don't eat it. Now I might have 10 servings. I might use this plate 10 times in one night, but it's got to be on this. And typically I'll have one serving. You know, sometimes, you know, if I got my binge foods in the house, then, you know, who knows how many times I might fill a plate or a bowl. But it just seems like I can't stop eating like a pig. I don't know. I get these days where I'm good to go, you know, and, you know, I'm following my food plan and, you know, eating like I have some sense. I drink a lot of water. So, you know, these past couple of weeks when I've lost weight, I know that that has something to do with it, and I've lost water weight, I'm sure. But anyway, so I can't stop eating, and it's ridiculous. And I don't know what to do. I'm like really fit to be tied here. For the last 3 days, it was since Tuesday, I've been making good food choices. But like when I go to a store, instead of buying one item, I'll buy two of one item. So let's say, for example, trail mix. I go to the, you know, to Trader Joe's and get some trail mix. Instead of getting one bag of trail mix, I'll have to get 2 bags of trail mix. And instead of one thing of dried fruit, I'll have to get 2 things of dried fruit and then eat all of that in a day. You know, I can't save it, you know, save one bag for the next day, or, you know, eat a little bit here, a little bit there. No, I have to eat the whole damn bag. That's a problem. Some of you may be wondering why I have Salisbury steak and rice and vegetables for my breakfast. And that's because I've gotten into the habit of doing that because sometimes I don't eat for the rest of the day. So I want to make sure that I make breakfast a healthy one, a heavy one, so that just in case I decide not to eat for the rest of the day, I have a healthy meal inside of me. Not to mention the fact that, these aren't homemade Salisbury steaks because they would probably be so much more high in carbs and fat and all of that. These are like the banquet, you know, where you get 6 in a tray, and, you know, so I'll eat on that. I'll have that I use one of those for an entire week. And then of course just prepare my rice and vegetables. But it costs less. It's about 30 cents a meal. So that's cost effective for me. Hey, I'm on a fixed income. Girlfriend can't be buying all kinds of shit. So I have the same breakfast every single day because I don't want to have to worry about what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? All of that shit. So, and I also have the same lunch if I have lunch. And then dinner, I'll make a homemade meal, you know, gumbo, chili, hamburgers, black-eyed peas, and, you know, or greens or something like that. And I have like 6 homemade meals that I really stick to. And in addition to that, I'll have a fried pork chop or make some chicken nuggets in addition to those things. So I've got the meal plan down pat. It's just a matter of following the meal plan. It's crazy. I mean, I remember now. I know that if I cut back on rice and bread, that I would lose more weight. My weight would go down and my stomach will go down. But I just cannot seem to give that up. Now, last year in 2010, when I was just beginning my weight loss journey, you know, I was so gung-ho about getting the weight off. I was so desperate to get the weight off that, you know, I didn't hardly have any carbs whatsoever. And anybody who knows me, my old subscribers know what my breakfast was like an English muffin and a cup of coffee. So a lot of things have changed, and I'm sure that that has a lot to do with, you know, my body shape changing, like my stomach getting a little gut or whatever, and gaining the weight, gaining all the weight over my goal weight, gaining those 8 pounds over my goal weight. Well, I'm 2 pounds over my goal weight today. As of today, I weigh myself every day because I need to know exactly what's going on with my body every single day. So when I weigh myself, you know, on my weigh-in days, that day I'm seeing it for the first time. But the day before, I weighed myself and I knew, you know, what I weighed yesterday. So it's not like I'm waiting an entire week to weigh myself. So I just want to let you in on that. Why I don't exercise. I don't exercise because I know that I won't be able to keep that up for the rest of my life. So I have a couple DVDs that I have on hand in case the spirit moves, and God knows it does not move often. But when the spirit moves, I'll pop in a DVD. But as far as going to the gym and all of that, I know I'm not going to keep that up for the rest of my life. So I want to make sure that I have weight loss options outside of exercising. Of course, I have a healthy, active lifestyle. But as far as going in the gym, pumping weights, doing the elliptical, all of that, no, I don't do that. And as I said before, it's because I know I can't keep that up, and I can't afford a health club membership. But like I said, I have DVDs. You know, when the spirit moves me, I'll pop one in and get my little half-hour, 45-minute workout on. And let me recommend a Leslie Sansone 3-mile walk or 5-mile walk. And it's a DVD, and you think that it's, oh man, that ain't nothing. That's what you think. But that is a workout. That girl will have you sweating up a storm and get your heart rate up and everything. I got a heart rate monitor and all that shit, you know, when I was really gung-ho about losing weight. And I would lose a lot of calories. So if you're looking for, you know, a nice workout that you know, you don't have to go out of your house to the gym or whatever, get the Leslie Sansone walk DVDs. You can find them on Amazon for no more than $10, I'm sure. I talked about giving up bread and rice, but I think I'm going to have to do it. I think I'm going to actually have to give up bread and rice, but I don't want to do it because I know I'm not going to do that forever. I love rice and I love bread, so I know I'm going to eat that shit forever. So, you know, giving it up just for a short period of time to lose the weight is kind of, you know, I mean, that's ridiculous, you know, because essentially you're going to eat that stuff again, or I'm going to eat that stuff again. So, you know, I can't run from it. Same thing about exercising. You know, why do it just for 3 months or for a year so I could lose the weight and then stop doing it? Because that's exactly what I would do. I would do exactly that. But anyway, off the exercise thing. But yeah, so I don't want to give up bread and rice. I want to, if I just cut down the days where I eat, you know, 2,000 and 3,000 calories, then I'll be straight and I can have the rice and the bread. But I want my cake and eat it too. By the way, true confessions of a food addict. I have a pint of Haagen-Dazs butter pecan ice cream that I am going to eat tonight while I watch Nikita and Graham on television after dinner. So I'm just letting you know. And that's 1,000 calories right there. That whole pint is 1,000 calories. So like I said, right now I'm 2 pounds over my goal weight. You know, I'm hoping that I'll be able to lose some weight this week. Even if I lose the 2 pounds and you know, get back to the weight that I was last week at 139, that would be great. If I could get down to 139 by Monday, that would be great. Because I want to stay under my goal weight, but it's like I said, it's very hard. I love food. I'm a food addict. Yes, 10 times if I have to. But the small plate is really great because you don't, when you have a big plate, well, when I have a big plate, I tend to fill it up and eat everything on it. But when I have this small plate, I fill that up and eat everything on it. And I usually have my meals in 1 serving packets because I cook a lot on one day, and then I freeze everything in single serving packets. So I thaw them down in single serving packets, aside from the Salisbury steak, which, of course, I cook one of those and eat off that a week, one per day. Every day. But as far as the home cooked meals, I freeze those in single serving packages, in the freezer bags. I'll measure it out like a cup, or like a cup, or one chicken breast or one turkey burger, 4 ounces. I'll do that. And even those I separate in one single serving packets and put them in the freezer. I separate them, so they're each in their own little packets. So all I have to do is put one down, take one down from the freezer to the refrigerator like the night before, so that the next morning it's all thawed out and ready for me to eat. But let's see, what was I saying? Yeah, so I don't eat a large plate of food. When I was really at my heaviest weight, almost 200 pounds, I did eat off of a large plate. But since deciding to make the change of losing the weight and getting, on a healthier kick, I decided to, get a smaller plate. I think I learned that in Weight Watchers too. I learned a lot of stuff from Weight Watchers long ago. That I'm now implementing. 30 years ago I learned so much stuff from Weight Watchers, and now I'm remembering that stuff. Like the last couple of years I've been remembering that stuff and kind of incorporating those little tricks and all of that into my regimen. So the small plate is one of those examples, and I typically have just one serving because, like I said, I only thaw out one serving, and they're all in single servings. So I typically have one serving. My problem is the snacks, like the ice cream, or like if I have a box of cereal that, none of that is frozen. So, I could eat that all day long. Or if I bake an apple pie or something like that. Those are my main things: cereal, apple pie, banana pudding, and Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Trail mix, I just picked that up this week, but I really don't have that too often because Trader Joe's is far away and I never get to go over there unless I make a special trip. Let's see. So all I think about is food all day. I'm a food addict. So, I'm either thinking about breakfast, when I'm going to have my next meal. When I get up, I'm thinking about breakfast. After breakfast, I'm thinking about lunch. After lunch, I'm thinking about dinner. After dinner, I'm thinking about breakfast the next day. Food is always on my mind. While I'm going through my regular business and all that during the day, running errands, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about food. And that's because I'm a food addict. It's no different from being a drug addict or, an alcoholic or anything like that. I'm a food addict, and I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm trying to incorporate God into my whole process, and trying to really get on the stick, but it is really hard. So I just wanted to do this video to share with you some of my thoughts and some of my demons. Overeating is one of my demons, and I just wanted to get that out there. They say we're only as sick as our secrets. Well, the secret is out, and thank you so much for listening. Love you all. Bye.